friends, welcome back to my channel. It is the 27th of March, and I would say maybe 3 days ago I started getting like the early symptoms of a PMDD episode. So I wanted to start the vlog. I wanted to, catalog the episodes or whatever. These are partly for me because I do think that I'm able to articulate my thoughts as I'm thinking about them and thinking about how I'm feeling and stuff, talking about them. I'm able to work out things that I didn't know previously or didn't think about previously. I am sick. I don't know how I keep getting sick like right around PMDD episodes, but I do have a cold. It's not COVID. My partner was sick last week and then he gave it to me, but it's just like congestion, cough, stuff like that. And so you might be able to hear it in my voice, and it's definitely affecting me. A couple of days ago I started with the nipple sensitivity. As I said in my previous video, that's sort of like the first symptom I get. And then I'm unsure how I'm gonna go mood-wise, just because it's gonna be hard to tell the difference between illness, exhaustion, and PMDD. Part of my PMDD generally, like my last episode, I had a lot of I was really tired all the time, but usually I don't sleep. So last night I didn't sleep. Like I never got tired. Not a single wink of sleep. Because I just wasn't tired, and so I sat up all night coughing, which was awful. But I do have sort of a busy week, unfortunately. I'm obviously home from work today because I'm sick, and it's only me and my boss. Like, we're a business of two, so if I get her sick, then we're just closed, which is not a good idea. And then tomorrow I'm working from home because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, a gynecology appointment, to do a checkup on like how the meds and stuff are working. And then Wednesday I have a like symposium thing that I have to go to. I have to be at a table and just like, if anybody has any questions about what our organization does, I have to like answer the questions and stuff. I might have to go into the office tomorrow because I do have to pick up some stuff that I think I'm gonna have to have for the event. Other than that, like, I don't really have anything to do this week, thankfully. I'm not too excited about the event. I don't think it's gonna be massively busy, but hopefully my mood related symptoms aren't like kicking my butt. So as far as my meds, I am still on the 10 milligram of the Prozac. I take it daily, and I can't really tell if it's making a difference. Like I said, it's really hard to tell if it's the meds or if it's just like a good episode. And like I said, the episode really hasn't started yet as far as my moods and stuff. So I don't know what the difference is going to be. And then as far as like what I'm doing to manage it, I did start seed cycling. That's really hard to tell if it makes a difference because it just like balances your hormones based on the seeds that you're eating. And I wasn't really eating them enough to like make a massive difference. You're supposed to do it daily, and I wasn't eating them daily. And then I've just been doing yoga every day. I haven't really been doing good with the journaling, but I have been eating regularly, making sure that I'm getting 3 meals a day, which I'm proud of. And then that's pretty much how it's been going in the interim since my last vlog. So I'm probably just gonna continue doing what I have been doing. Like I said, I'm sick, so I've kind of just been trying to rest and stuff. I am currently reading. I was planning on just listening to an audiobook for the week, just to kind of be low stress. It's a story that I've already heard before. But I did start Part of Your World. This is the first book by Abby Jimenez that I have read before. And the reason I picked it up is because I've heard that it's really, really good. Opposites attract, I guess. She's like a big city surgeon. He's like a small town inn owner. And then they spend the night together. And this is closed door. I I'm finding that I don't mind the closed door. I've said before I don't really like early hookups because I feel like it ruins the chemistry. But I'm finding that with closed door it helps because I'm not actually seeing that. I don't know if it's entirely closed door the entire time. I'm not really sure. But they've like have been hooking up the entire time. And I am 137 pages in, and so they have sort of like this, you know, I'll see you when I see you, we'll hook up when I see you sort of situation. And I'm not enamored with it, but it's pretty early on, so that's sort of what I'm reading. And then I'm also listening to the audiobook of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which, like I've said, I have read before many times. So that is sort of how the week is looking like for me. And then we'll probably talk again tomorrow just to give you sort of an update on how I'm feeling emotionally and stuff like that. But yeah, we will talk again later. Good morning, friends. It is the next day, so it is Tuesday the 28th, and it's the morning. I'm about to head to my gynecology appointment. Thankfully, they are allowing me to sit in my car until my appointment. I just don't want to sit in the lobby while I'm sick and, you know, be around people and stuff. It is like 9:20 now. My appointment is at 9:45, so I'm gonna leave when I'm done updating this clip. But I feel, I can't tell how I feel just because I am sick. I was knocked out last night, but I'm getting to the point where my chest hurts from coughing so much, but like my coughing is getting worse. And I can't hear anything because I'm so congested, so I don't know how I'm feeling. Like, I don't feel like I am very like anxious. I don't think. Like, I'm having trouble breathing, but I don't know if that's from being sick or from like my anxiety making my chest tight. But I don't have like that buzzing, nervous, like I have to be doing something energy. And then I do want to be in bed, but that's only because I feel like shit. So it's really hard to like tell how this week is going. I didn't finish that book that I was telling you guys about, The Part of Your World. I'm gonna come back to it. I just don't think it's gonna be like the best book I've ever read. It has like glowing reviews, and I don't quite get it. It's very flat to me, and the heroine is, she's something. And then I finished the first book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, so I'm gonna go on to my reread of the second one using the graphic audio. Because I'm sick, this is not really like, my episode isn't like consuming my thoughts, and it's not making it necessarily hard to read. Like, I'm definitely feeling slumpy and I'm definitely struggling to read, but I don't know if it's like because of the PMDD or the illness, you know? So I'm gonna go to my gynecology appointment, and I will I'll update you guys on that, because it is about, you know, PMDD and my meds and all that kind of stuff. So I'll update you guys on if I have anything pressing up from that appointment. But other than that, yeah, I have to go to work afterwards. I'm heading straight to work from my appointment to pick up some stuff for that symposium thing that I was telling you about that I have tomorrow morning. But other than that, like, I don't have anything going on. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to my appointment, and we'll talk later. Okay, friends, it is the 29th of March, and I have the symposium thing that I was telling you about. I have to leave in about 15 minutes to go to that, and then it is all day. I'm not excited about it. I still don't feel the best. Like, as you can tell, I'm still very congested, and my cough is better. And yesterday, like, I just had the worst fucking headache. Like, I was in bed and I just wanted to cry, which sucks, because when you have a headache and you cry, it makes it worse. So, like, I literally was just so miserable last night, and now I woke up and I feel good. I was able to sleep in a little bit because the symposium starts later than my typical workday would. So I was able to sleep in, which is fantastic. As far as my appointment yesterday, I went, and just so you know, if you happen to have insurance that has really high deductible and you haven't met your deductible, appointments like this aren't considered required, depending on the insurance you have, I guess. And you'll have to pay out of pocket. So that is the second out of pocket appointment that I've had to pay for, and it's very stressful. I don't like it, but this is like a meeting about my medicine, you know, like the thing that changes the hormones in my body. I feel like it's kind of important to, like, talk about it with a professional, but I guess my insurance doesn't think so. So we went in there and we kind of had a brief conversation. I told her, you know, I don't really know how the medicine is doing, how the Prozac is doing, because, like, last episode I hadn't been on it long enough. This episode I'm sick, so I can't really tell, like, the difference between the PMDD symptoms and, you know, me just being sick. I have a lot more energy, and, like, I'm definitely more optimistic than I've been with previous episodes. But again, I don't know if that has to do with the optimism of having a, you know, diagnosis and, like, actionable steps and all that, or if it's the medicine, or it could be all of them combined. I don't know. But we agreed that I would go through another episode and then let her know what if I want to go up in dosage or not on the Prozac. So that's how that went. And then today I'm feeling fine. Like, I haven't had any days where I just, like, didn't want to get out of bed because of the PMDD, seemingly. Like, I've been fine. Usually I'll have 1 or 2 days where I'm just like, well, you've seen it, like, I'm just so exhausted that I just don't want to do anything. Usually it's 2 to 3 days. So, like, usually it's the first couple of days, I'll get 10 days. The first couple days will be nipple sensitivity, then 7 days for my period is when the anxiety starts, and then 4 days for my period is when the depression starts. And I haven't really had that, but I don't know, because, like I said, I've been sick this entire time, so I don't know. It's hard to distinguish, like, my body's reaction to being ill or the PMDD, you know what I mean? So I just don't really know. And I did start spotting. I'll probably update you guys on my moods and stuff, just so that if you also have PMDD, you can sort of see what my moods look like when I'm on my period. Because it almost sounds like too good to be true that like as soon as your period hits, the episode will end. And it can take a couple of days into your period for the symptoms to go away. So I'm just gonna track a couple days onto my period. I'll give you an update on the period panties if you've been interested in those once my period picks up, and then I'll update you guys on my moods. So I'm gonna go to the symposium thing and try not to freak everybody out by being sick. It's not COVID, but you know how people are, rightfully, obviously. And I'm gonna go to this thing and struggle and talk to a bunch of people, unfortunately, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna hang out for the night. When my partner was sick with this, he was sick about a week after his worst day. He still had symptoms for like 2 days after. So my worst day was yesterday, so I probably will start feeling better, not today, not tomorrow, but the day after, hopefully. So that is the deal. I'm gonna go to this thing. We will talk again later. Okay, you'll have to excuse the sound of my fan, but I did this last episode. I talked about what I was wearing. Unfortunately, I have to like actually dress professionally, so I do have these slacks on, and I have this shirt that I just like have tucked into the back and tied. It's like a dress shirt, and it is very comfortable. It's like the most comfortable of like my more dressy clothes. But if I wasn't having to go to this thing, I would for sure be wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. So that is what I am doing today. Yeah. And I'm also listening to the audiobook of A Court of Mist and Fury. So, yep. Oh, and I thought I would give you an update on listening to Twilight last week, or last episode. It was good. I didn't like the audiobook for Twilight. So I ended up stopping listening to it, but the whole like listening to something familiar, being relaxing is like still holding true. I'm enjoying listening to A Court of Mist and Fury because I know the story and it provides a level of comfort. So again, if you are a reader and you are if you have an episode going on, whether it be for PMDD or just like whatever, I would recommend a comfort read because it really helps. So good morning, friends. Happy Friday, March 31st. So, I am about to go into work, and I thought I would give you an update before I do that. I am still not feeling great. I still am very congested, and I have a cough and all that, but it's not quite as bad. And now the anxiety has creeped in. Okay, talk about bringing anxiety to the surface. I forgot my office keys, so I had to sit here for an hour and a half and wait for my boss to come let me in because she was off today. And now here we are. So, as I was saying, I definitely think that now that I'm starting to feel better, all of those emotions that were sort of under the surface that I wasn't really able to see are coming to the surface. I am just feeling very brittle. Why am I gonna cry? I'm feeling very anxious, and I am really struggling with something that I want to talk about because I think I alluded to this in my previous video, but I have this thing at the end of seemingly every episode where I look back, at least on the last two, and I'm like, it wasn't even that bad. Like, you're not mentally ill, why have you gone through all this trouble? Why have you told all these people? You got put on medication. You have like told everybody in your life. You've made all these big changes in your life to accommodate it, and you're not even ill. Like, you don't even have this thing. Like, you're blowing it out of proportion. And so my brain is like trying to tell me that I am fine. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like me not wanting to bother people or what. I don't know if that's like my own guilt. I don't know. But that's seemingly like what I have been having since I got diagnosed and like was telling people about it. I've had this like guilt, I guess, of like, you're not even that bad, like nothing's wrong with you, you're a big baby, like you just like brought all this attention on yourself for no reason, like that sort of situation. And I don't know how to deal with it, because I know that it's not true, and I know that my brain is just being unkind to me, but I don't know how to work myself out of it, because last time I was feeling this way, I just like let it happen and then told myself like, that's not true, whatever, all the logical thoughts. But I don't want this to keep happening because I feel like shit. I just am not feeling my best. I'm exhausted. Like, I did not want to get out of bed this morning, and I'm just feeling very anxious. And yeah, it's sad because every time I feel something that's outside of a PMDD episode or anything like that, I'm like, see, that's not PMDD. Like, you don't even have PMDD. It's just like, there's something wrong with you, and it's not that. And it just, I don't know what to do with that. And like, if I was talking to a friend who's going through this, I would tell them that just because they're having a couple of good episodes, or even if every episode they have after this is good, doesn't mean that they don't have this thing, and it's not an imposition on anybody else for you to open up and get diagnosed and also get on medication and sort of let people know in your life what's going on with you. That's not an inconvenience, and it's only going to strengthen your relationships, but that's what I would say to other people. And it's just really hard for me to say that to myself, and I don't know why, and I wish that I could help that. I've been very open and within the past month in my videos about like healing my relationship with my body and taking it slow, and kind of the things that I'm doing as ways to take care of myself. And this is just something that I'm struggling to find ways to deal with. Like, I just don't know how to talk myself out of it. So it's just, I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling with it, and I wish that I don't know, I feel like it's not a big deal, and I'm just like making a big deal out of nothing, and it's just really, it's exhausting. I'm at work, as you can tell. I'm here for a good portion of the day left. It's only 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna be here for a while longer. I'm gonna continue to read my book. I'm halfway through it, and hopefully, I had like this burst of energy yesterday where I was like, next week I'm gonna do this and this and this, and I'm gonna film my video for this, and I'm gonna do a vlog. And like, I was going through my Notion, and I had all these great ideas where I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with the flow with my content. I'm gonna get rid of all of my plans for the month, and I'm just gonna do it intuitively. I'm just gonna do whatever I think is right for me in the moment. I'm gonna delete Instagram, and I'm just gonna like take the month off and see how I feel. And it's just like, now all of that has just like just gone downhill. All of those like good feelings, that productivity is just gone, and it's annoying. And I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. It's irritating, and I know that this is just like a part of mental health, and like outside of PMDD I have other things going on, and like it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be multiple things. Like, there are most people that have PMDD, it's triggered by something else. Some people, like, it just happened to them, like it just triggered in their 20s or whatever, or they've had it since their period. Like, everybody's experience is different, but a lot of people have other things, you know, like CPTSD and all of these other, it just compounds. And I know that it's like not independent of anything else. Like, you don't have to just have PMDD. And I know that, but it's hard for me to like feel that, if that makes sense. And I'm just, I'm going through it. But I don't know what else there really is for me to do. I'm just gonna have to like work through it. My PMDD episode is over. I'm a couple days into spotting. This is my second day. My flow is still spotting. But I do think I'm gonna wrap the vlog up here. Like, I know I said I was gonna take you through a couple days of my episode, but I kind of just want to relax this weekend and get over this cold or whatever, this PMDD episode, and just feel better, and then come back to you guys rested and all that. So I probably will just end the vlog here. I'm gonna get back to work and read and all that. I'll pick you guys back up in a new vlog next week. So I will talk to you guys later. I know this is kind of a sad ending to this vlog. I wish I had sort of a more optimistic mindset, I guess, but I'm kind of just struggling, and I don't know what to say or do. So I really hope that if you are watching this video, you watched my last video, that you found some level of comfort from it, even if you just came here to not feel alone and feel like there's other people that are going through this. There is, and you are definitely not alone. And I would love to talk to you down in the comments in regards to whatever you are willing to share. You don't have to go into super depth, but I'm here, and yeah. So I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one.